Hey guys, how are you? David the Franco here from davidthefranco.com with yet another question for you guys from davidthefranco.com/ask. And today's question comes from Jordan H. Maloney, and that just happens to be Jordan's Twitter. So check out Jordan right below. And Jordan is a patron, so thank you, Jordan, for your support. I really appreciate it. So Jordan says, "Hey David, this may seem like a stupid question. I was wondering, how do you deal with people that judge you based on your tech? This could apply to many situations and not just tech. Thanks, Jordan." Jordan, this is an excellent question that has no definitive answer. I'm getting Twitter notifications on Tweetbot. Because this is one of those questions that's kind of a mystery and nobody really knows the true answer. I mean, this dates back to before even the days of iPhone versus Android and Mac versus PC and all those stupid debates. Because you know what? They're just that. They're stupid. They don't mean anything. Someone's tech purchase does not define them as a person. For example, I love my Apple products. That's no secret. Actually, that's not a great example. Those are all Asus monitors. But still, there is a late 2013 Mac Pro hidden right behind there. But does buying Apple products define me as a person? No, of course not. A brand does not define a person and their personality. In my opinion, someone's choice in brand defines just that. Their choice, their preference. I prefer OS X over Windows for a variety of reasons. But does that mean I automatically hate Windows? No. I mean, I was a Windows user for far longer than I've been a Mac user. I've only been a Mac user for 10 years now. I say only when that's actually kind of a long time, but you get the point. I've been a Windows user for far longer than I have a Mac user. And for some reason, there is that small percentage of people out there who judge me based on my Apple purchases. I don't know why. And the same thing happens to you, Jordan, I'm sure. I don't know if you're a fan of Apple, if you're a fan of Microsoft, or if you're a fan of both. But it doesn't matter to me. It only matters to you. A great example of this is video game consoles. The gaming community is the worst it's ever been. I mean, I strongly recommend staying away from the comments section on any gaming related video on YouTube. Because you know why? It's terrible. I mean, it almost makes me feel embarrassed to be part of the gaming community. Now, I realize there are many good gamers out there and we have to continue to focus on them. But sadly enough, and I hate to admit this, anytime you go to a gaming video on YouTube, it's just riddled with negative comments. PS4 sucks, Xbox One sucks, Wii U sucks, Nintendo's for kids. I don't understand when or why it became so horrible to choose one over the other. I mean, from time to time, I still have to defend myself whenever I mention the Xbox One or whenever I mention the PS4, because those PC gamers, the PC master race, which doesn't even exist to begin with, they always have to come out and say, PC for the win. Consoles suck. How can you deal with that? Well, I can deal with that because I prefer that. I prefer to sit on my couch with an actual gaming console and not game on a computer. And yes, I fully realize you can game on a couch using a computer, but in my opinion, computers aren't intended for that. Computers are intended for this, to get some work done. And let's face it, guys, I'm not going to move my Mac Pro into my living room every time I want to boot up a game, then move it back into my office. That just doesn't make sense. Video game consoles are built for convenience, and they just work. You don't have to worry about anything else. That's just my opinion, but I'm sure there's going to be a few PC elitists out there who rip me apart just because I prefer consoles over PCs. Oh well. Now, do you see how defensive I'm getting? That's an example because unfortunately, you have to get that defensive because the second I mention my preference, people freak out. I don't understand it. And it's just as bad in the whole iOS versus Android debate. Because guys, let's face it, the second somebody admits that they prefer an iPhone over an Android phone, that automatically means they're stupid, right? Well, of course. They just want their device to work for them. They want their device to not be fragmented. And well, they just appreciate updates on time and they don't have to worry about that. But honestly, I haven't used an Android device in quite a long time aside from the Kindle Fire TV. Basically mobile devices like phones and tablets. But I still to this day prefer the iPad as my tablet of choice. And my iPhone 5S as my phone of choice. Because it's just that. It's my choice, not yours. And guys, please, I'm just saying this. Do not take this video personally. Do not take it as me as condescending and talking down to people because I'm not doing that. I mean, I'm human, just like you. Just like Jordan, I mean, if somebody prefers device A over device B or device D over device B, it doesn't matter to you. It's their money and how they want to spend it. Another great example, the iPad Mini 3. David, why'd you buy the iPad Mini 3? It's not a real upgrade. Well, because I wanted to. I mean, this thing really only cost me like $120 after I sold my iPad Mini 2. And guys, you know what? I'm loving it. This is a fantastic device. Even though it may not always rotate immediately, but I think that's an iOS 8 thing. They need to improve that. But with that said, I am loving this thing for content creation, especially in Pixelmator. Pixelmator is a fantastic app, and I plan to talk about this more in the future. So going back to the original question, because yes, I tend to ramble, Jordan simply asks, how do you deal with people that judge based on your tech? Well, you just say, whatever. It doesn't matter what you think of my purchase. The only thing that matters is my decision, my purchase, my technology. It doesn't affect you, does it? No, not one bit. So move on with your day, and I'll move on with my day. All is well. Because at the end of the day, guys, it's just technology. It's just hardware. This does not define me, and it does not define you. So that's all I'll say. Jordan, thank you so much for the question. And again, check out Jordan over at twitter.com/JordanHMaloney. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Keep those questions coming at davidfranco.com/ask. I just do that because it's dramatic. Your support means a lot to me, and I will see you in my next video. Peace.